Welcome back to my 3 packs a day experiment where I fly 3 packs of freestyle, 3 packs every single day to see if it makes me better at freestyle, and surprise, it has. This is a very special day because it is day 30, which is supposed to be the last day of my experiment. But to be honest with you, I've had such a good time. You guys have enjoyed it so much, and I've gotten so much better at flying, and I think that's pretty, I'm not saying I was bad before, but I feel like I'm better now. So I'm definitely going to be keeping this up and keep adding videos to this playlist. And as tempted as I was to try to make day 30 something like epic and special, that would imply that there's something special about day 30, and it's going to keep happening. So no big epic conclusion, just another day of this experiment. And we are doing something special today. I'm flying a quadcopter with my motors on it. Yeah, I do have a few of them. I'm actually working on putting together my next big freestyle build, my ultimate freestyle build that's coming together. And today, a piece of that has come together. I got my JB motors. My JB flight controllers are almost ready for public consumption. And these are the JB Hurricane 51477 props from Gemfan. Let's put them in the air, and I'll talk about what I think makes these props a good fit for these motors. And I'll do my freestyle packs. The thing about my motors is I asked for my motors to be 2407 and 2208 in size because I feel like the larger stator makes for a torqueier motor. And I thought the additional torque gave better prop wash handling. But it does mean that you need a particular prop to get the most out of them, especially the 2407 motors. And especially if combined with a heavier quad, you need a higher pitch prop. And in fact, with the 2407 motors, I actually found the Gemfan 51499 to be a particularly good fit, but they were such high pitch props that they killed the batteries. They drew way too much current and they killed batteries. So the 51499s were okay as long as you had a very, very lightweight quad. But as soon as your quad got a little heavier, it would just wreck your batteries. Your flight times would be terrible. So I tested the Gemfan 51466, and I found it to be a pretty good fit, especially on the 2208 motor, but also on the, because the 2208 motor is only 2400 kV. So it's a little bit less RPM intensive and a little bit easier on the battery. But on the 2407 especially, I thought the 51466 was just a little under-propped. So I asked Gemfan if they could make a 51477 version. I really liked these props. I just kind of wanted something in between the 51466 and the 51499. And that's what the JB 51477 is. So thank you to Gemfan for making these props. I feel like they are a very good fit for my motor and just for freestyle in general. So let's fly for a bit and give them a try. Oh yeah, see? Prop wash? Where? Oh yeah. So I haven't done anything in particular during this flight. I've just been flipping around because I kind of want to... Low throttle response? Okay. So low throttle response is going to be decent. Not as good as like an ultra low pitch prop like a steel prop. That's not the focus of these motors. If you're going for ultimate linearity, low throttle response, you might be going with a different set of motors and props, but okay. Maybe do that at the beginning of the battery. It'll be more impressive. 3-minute flight time so far. I really like how smooth they are coming down. And you got a decent, that was decent. I hit that. Decent low throttle response. We're at 3.63 volts. All right, let's bring it in. We're at 3.6 volts under load. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Let's bring it in. And we'll try another pack. Here's what I want to work on for this 3 packs a day. There's a gap in here. I can't even see the gap. I saw it the other day with my DJI goggles. And I can't even flip and see it now. Unbelievable. Did that bird just take a shot at me? There's 2 of them. What are we doing, birds? What are we doing up here? You're checking me out for sure. There it is. I do see it. It's so much harder to see. So I keep thinking I see it. That's it. So I think it's easier if I come from the other side, because it could be easier if I came from this side. What about like... It's too much. Okay, I gotta put a new battery on. I think that's how I'm gonna approach it though. I think I'm coming at it from the wrong side, and I think you have to drop in a little bit the other direction, so I'm finding it hard to turn around and hit the gap from that side. Let me try it from this other side. It's gonna take me a minute to line it up again. It's further back than that. That was it. Can we go home now? No, we're gonna keep doing it. Oh, I'm starting to get it now. So I'm gauging off these trees where to pitch back and where to pop, how high up I am. And then it's just kind of feel for how far back to pop. And usually what I think the best way to do a move like this is to overshoot. You see how I overshot? I had enough thrust to overshoot, but then look down and use your props to pull you in. So what I'm gonna do is, you could pull yourself back. That wasn't a perfect example. Give yourself enough thrust that you're gonna overshoot the mark, and then pull yourself back in. Don't overshoot by a ton, but you can't get more thrust. If you undershoot, there's nothing to do. So if I don't give myself enough pop, there's nothing to do except fly out of it, right? There's no saving that. I can't get any more backwards thrust now once I've rotated. But if I get too much, I can pull myself in. I mean, that's totally an exaggerated, terrible example of what I'm thinking about doing. Okay, here we go. That was too high. Let me fix my prop. I was coming in at a bad angle, but I went for it anyway. So it's more like angled back this way. Oh, so smooth. That was perfect. And you didn't see the gap until the very last minute because I've done it a couple times. I knew it was going to be there. Oh, that felt so good. That felt so good. See, that's where it gets bad, is when you have to rotate and stuff. Bad. Didn't even get close. Just trying to recreate that really good one. Oh yeah, that's nice. That is really nice. That feels really good. Well, for our last pack, what do you say we try some actual freestyle instead of just doing tricks? And then maybe we'll try and work that into a flow. So, I kind of need music. I'd kind of like there to be music, but there isn't. I should remember that I'm standing right there. My goggles are gonna go. All right, my goggles are gonna die on me. I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna land, and by land I mean crash. Full link to the playlist down in the video description. Link to my motors and my props. Also, if you thought that was a good flying quad, happy flying, you guys. What are you doing in here? The least you could do is subscribe or join my Patreon or, like, just here's another video I picked out for you. Jeez.